The best way to use this video is to watch and pause at certain points and see if you can answer the question yourself. The video is very similar to how we work problems in class. I will lead you to a point and then I'll ask you to think about what comes next. Please pause the video and do that good thinking. It will speed up your mastery of the material. If you come back from having decided on what you think the answer is and play the video again and it turns out you got it right, fabulous, proceed. If you did not get it correct, then I would ask, go ahead and watch the rest of the video, but make a note of it and follow up with me or your lab instructor or your tutor, because questions like this can really help us to learn and master physics faster. It could be your idea was a completely fabulous one that was just another way to solve the problem. Recall, many of the problems that we work will have more than one correct route or answer. Or it could be that you have a concept or equation misunderstanding, and that's learning. And if we can sort it out, then the next time you encounter it, you'll get it right. This problem involves average velocity for a person that takes a trip and has a rest in between or along the way. So let's start by reading the problem, gathering our information, and writing down what our givens are. Did you get all of these? I hope you did. Our next step is going to be to sketch a picture. And I know this one's a little odd, but if you can just come up with some kind of sketch, it's going to help you understand the relationship among some of the variables. All right, I'm going to sketch this as just a straight line, and I'm going to put a little blip in the middle where that little blip is going to show where we stopped for 22 minutes. And this straight line is going to show my distance, my total distance that I drove. Okay, next I'm going to write an equation relating the times in this problem. What I really have is the total time of the trip is going to equal the time that I spent driving plus the time that I spent resting. All right, and my velocities are in kilometers per hour, and my rest stop is in minutes. So I'm going to convert those 22 minutes into hours. All right, take a moment now and pause the video and think about what equations we should use. I hope that you picked the average velocity equations. We're going to write the average velocity equation with subscripts for everything, the v, the x, and the t that match. So I have v drive average equals the displacement driving divided by the time driving. And hey, that's one of my givens. I can also write that same equation only with total as the subscript. So the velocity total equals the displacement total divided by the time total. And that is also a number that I was given in this problem. X total and X drive are the same thing in this problem because we weren't making any forward progress while we rested. Okay, at this point, let's pause and look at how many equations we have. Let's count up how many equations we have, and then let's count up how many unknowns we have. And I can go ahead and change that x total to x drive because those are the same thing. And what I find is I have as many equations as I do unknowns, which means that they are solvable.